now to debut our new segment, Tennessee Valley Adventures. Every other week, a few members of the News 12 team will be heading out to find something fun to do right here in our area. In tonight's edition, I tagged along with the crew as we headed out to the Ocoee to take on some whitewater rapids. Take a look.
We're in Ducktown, Tennessee for our first Tennessee Valley Adventure.
And we brought along a bunch of our friends, so it's time to go. You guys excited?
Woo!
Most of the people that went on the rafting trip were our what we call nightside crew, and so to get them here at 7 o'clock in the morning was a little hard for some people.
I didn't know they had a 6 o'clock in the morning until that day. But the ride was beautiful.
I just really like that drive. Like as soon as you get into, I think it's Polk County, and you go along the river, and it's really beautiful. But we had a lot of fun. Our cars did. The people and the staff were very, very friendly towards us. They made sure that we signed all of our waivers and that we had everyone in the group and that we were getting excited and ready to go.
Before we could go, we had to sit through a class and, learn some of the safety things.
Talked about what to do if you fell out of the boat, which was very useful knowledge later on down the way for some of us.
Well, to get to the water, we had to ride a school bus, which was a lot of fun. We sang songs to annoy some people the whole way there.
Not only were people singing school bus songs, they were also playing pranks on unsuspecting victims like Michael, poor Michael.
We had to get here around 6 or 7 in the morning, and I don't get off till 1, so I was pretty tired, but I woke up pretty easily.
You get your first taste of the river because when you're putting the boat in, because you got to actually step into the river to get the boat in there. So you kind of get your first taste, and you think it's going to be really cold, and the water is cold.
It was kind of a shock to the system. I was expecting it.
After like the first 3 rapids came up in your face, there was no feeling cold anymore. We were just enjoying it. Adrenaline kept you warm as we paddled down the river.
Our guide, Murphy, he was the best.
So we come up on the first one, and I tell him, I'm like, let's do it, Murphy, let's do a spin, let's get wet. And so me and Jacob are in the front, and Murphy, our guide, tells us to get down. So we get down and we just get pounded with water continuously, but I kept opening my mouth up and screaming, so water just kept coming in.
The weird way the water circulates is you go off this waterfall and the boat just kind of starts spinning, and you're getting all this water flying in your face.
And that was so much fun, because not only were you hitting the rapid, you were spinning around, you hit some of them backwards, you didn't know what was coming. It was fantastic. Murphy was awesome.
I think Acacia, our leader, so she mentioned that there was a big rapid coming up and to be kind of aware of it.
We're all paddling as hard as we can, and then I think we should probably get down.
And here comes this huge rock, and the raft guide says, get down.
All I know is I went flying. I saw out of the corner of my eye Tori go forward.
And I just remember my life flashing before my eyes, basically. And so I'm in the water, I hit a rock, and then I go under, I think I'm drowning, and then I remember the water is just taking me.
I was really lucky I didn't hit a rock or anything. I just went swimming. I went completely underwater, completely submerged for I don't know how long.
So I turn around and I can see my paddle, and I see Amy's head above the water just bobbing down the river. And then I see a rope to my left of the people that are trying to save me.
I saw Tori get rescued. She was awesome. They threw her the rope. She wrapped it around her arm like they told us in the training session.
Then I was just trying to survive.
So imagine you're watching some movie that's out at sea, and they come across this shipwreck, and there's people on the rocks, and they're stuck, and there's people just floating everywhere. That's basically what we came across.
At first, I think I saw the raft sitting up on the rock. It had been grounded, and the rapid was rapidly filling the front end of the boat.
And I see Cage looking frantic in it. I'm like, wait, there's 2 people missing. And then we look up and we see Tori getting pulled in, and then Amy's flowing down the river.
So we, being the more efficient raft, row in to save them.
In my head, I thought well, we can't just have one anchor tonight.
So then, our whole raft, we're like, Amy, we're coming to get you.
I could hear the boat who rescued me, everyone yelling, Amy, we're coming, Amy, we're coming, stay there.
I mean, I would like to think that it was Amy.
But no, it wasn't.
But really, it was.
So as soon as I realized there was nothing I could do, I couldn't swim against the rapid, I just kind of hung out until I was rescued.
I think flying out was probably the best part.
Oh yeah, I mean, I had a ton of fun. It was great. I mean, the weather was beautiful. You see all the trees and the scenery as you're going down the water. Totally recommend it. 2 big thumbs up. I loved it.
I would recommend it in a heartbeat, and I want to go back. Hopefully stay in the boat this time, except for the swimming portion, not lose any flip-flops, but yeah, in a heartbeat, I'd recommend it to anyone, and I can't wait to go back.
Obviously,
Oh,
Amy
man.
survived. And you know what? I love the multiple angles of you going over, you and Tori.
Oh, yeah,
Everybody
just
survived.
boom. Oh, yeah.
Everybody survived. And you guys had a great time, though.
Yeah, honestly, you know, I saw Tori lose her oar, so I tried to swim after it for a little bit, and then someone said, like, just forget about the oars, we'll get them later. And then at that point, I realized, like, wow, they're up there and I'm all the way. I mean, it just took me, but I had an absolute blast in Tennessee Valley Adventures. Good way to kick off the new series, I think.
It was beautiful, too.
Yeah.
The scenery is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That always feels good when it's a hot day out there as well.